Hey guys, Hercules here. Thanks for joining me for another round of critical HIIT today. We're going to be going after it for the next 10 minutes. We're going to be doing squats, we're going to be doing push-ups, the whole 9 yards. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, we're going to get going here with our first minute, and that's going to be some jumping high knees, okay? So here we go. Now, as we do this HIIT workout today, the goal is to get your heart rate up and to keep it up the whole time. And we're gonna do that while we're doing some mixed kind of strength training too. We're using our own body weight. So, real quick, this might look easy if you're just watching, but you gotta get up off the couch. Do it with me now, all right? I'm telling you, you start doing this, it wears you out real quick. So, getting our legs up in the air along the way. Oh, almost. All right, 15 more seconds. All right, we get 1 minute now of active rest. We don't want our heart rate to go down, and you don't want your muscles to stiffen up. So, jogging in place is one option. You want to kind of ease up enough. You can maybe talk a little like I am, but not so much that you can talk without taking some gasps. Not gasps, but taking in some big breaths of air, right? So, you guys can see in the background, I got some snap rolling. I've talked about it a little bit so far, but in some previous episodes, but man, I love snap. It's awesome. I've been a Hearthstone junkie for a long time, but as my kids have gotten older, I just have less time, you know, even for a mobile game. And snap, man, it scratches that itch. It's like perfect. Jump in, minute and a half, 2 minutes, got a round done. I'm out. Although most of the time, if I'm telling the truth, it turns into 20 minutes of game time anyway. But all right, that's about a minute of our active rest. Next thing we're gonna jump into are some squats. Let's go. Our heart rate up. Now we're going to go into a minute of squats. Let's do it. So, as you do squats, you want your feet to be planted, kind of right up with your shoulders, right? Try and keep your head straight. And as you go down, your butt is gonna go out backwards. So you kind of need your hands forward to maintain your center of gravity, right? So you have them forward like this. You can put them up too. Some people do that. But squats are weird because first 4 or 5, not too bad. But then, oh man, you start to really feel it in your thighs and your glutes, or you start to lose that form. Okay, you don't want to be bending over. You don't want to, you know, not like that, okay? And as you do it, you don't want to fall over either. So it's all about kind of lowering that center of gravity. You feel that strain right along the front of your legs. Ooh. Kind of the sides too, and then like I said, some of your glutes. All right, whew. That's about a minute. Now we're gonna do another minute of active rest. Let's go. This time for active rest, 1 minute, we're gonna do some jumping jacks. Let's do it. So, as you're doing the jumping jacks, you know, same kind of thing. You don't wanna be gasping for breath and struggling here. This is just to kind of give your muscles a little bit of a loosen up from what we're just doing, while still keeping that heart rate up, right? That's a key thing in any kind of workout you're doing in general, but especially in HIIT. So, as doing jumping jacks, talk a little bit more about snap, because why not? Snap rocks. So, beyond it being marble and being short and really approachable, I gotta say I really liked all the different themes of the season so far. You know, to finish up the Silver Surfer one like a few days ago. or Cosmic, I don't know, something like that. And now it's Savage Lands. And I'm digging it. It's really different. Before those was what, Black Panther, I think. It's a Spider-Man one before that. So really nice, you know. I don't know if I could justify the cost. $10 for only a couple of weeks of a battle pass. A little steep, right? But you do get some pretty varied content. Like I like the rollout of cards and stuff. That's pretty nice. All right, where are we at? All right, a little over a minute. That's okay. Next thing we're doing, a minute of push-ups. This is gonna be tough, but we got it. Let's do it. So, when we're doing push-ups, we're gonna get our hands under our shoulders, right? We're gonna come up either on our toes or our knees. We're gonna push our belly button kind of up toward our spine, and then we're gonna go straight down, and then back up, all right? So, let's do it. 1 minute, here we go. Close, 2 more. All right, at that minute, pretty good. Gonna jog in place again. And just keep going. So, I'm curious, you guys can leave this in the comments below. If you've been playing Snap, what kind of deck are you running, right? I kind of gone all over the place. Now I'm really, lately, been into these decks where you're just destroying everything, right? The goal is just to make Lady Death cost of 0 by turn 6. So, yeah, just like Bucky went up there, destroying Bucky, you know, destroying Nova, just wrecking them all, calling out Squirrel Girl, then Squirrel Genocide, you know, got a clean house in order to make stuff 0. But if I'm not going for Lady Death, at the end there, a combo I've been loving is Kingpin on like turn 4, maybe even turn 5. And then end with Magneto, same place as Kingpin, because it pulls all those 3 and 4 costs of your opponents to that location, but then boom, Kingpin stamps them. And oh man, that's satisfying, right? So anyway, leave in the comments below. I want to know what you guys are running. Speaking of running, that's our minute, a little bit over. Now we're gonna get back on the floor and do some ab lifts. Let's go. All right, next thing we're gonna be doing here is some ab lowering lifts for 1 minute. Do that, you lay on the ground here, put your hands down to stabilize yourself, legs up, and then you lift your belly button, kind of roll it back like this. So keep your back flat on the ground, okay? Let's do 1 minute, let's go. Only 40 seconds, you gotta keep going. Oh, this is so much harder than it looks. You feel it all in those top abs. Ooh, it's killer. All right, I've been stopping a little long. We got to add another 15 seconds because I was cheating a little. Here we go. Oh. All right, that does it. All right, those ab lifts and lowers, oh man, they almost killed me. Which is kind of good, right? Anytime you feel like this is going to wreck me, that's just kind of helping you identify some certain muscles that haven't been getting enough love. So I think, you know, my middle and lower abs, maybe doing okay. I like to do a lot of like sit-ups and stuff like that when I'm working out. But holy cow, this top band, nothing, okay? It's nothing but fudge right here, okay? This is like the bar of chicken wings that I have, or Kit Kats, right? It's just like, I gotta burn that off. So anyway, those things, they can really help to identify where to work. So don't get discouraged by pain. Pain is just a tool to help you identify where to work next, okay? That being said, I shouldn't be standing here while I'm talking. We have our minute of active rest. So let's do some jumping jacks. So, let's talk about what I really love to run in snap. I'll say a deck that I made the other day that doesn't quite synergize the way I want it to is an Avengers deck. And it's interesting, you know, like they're not bad cards, right? But like Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, they don't really necessarily like click together. I mean, well, those three actually would, so maybe that example, but they don't have the same synergy as, you know, like a zoo deck, or I don't know, you know, something like that. So, or a movement deck or something like that. So that's something that I think would be kind of fun, is like variations on some of those cards, but variations with different abilities for the purpose of kind of building a thematic deck, right? So like a Spider-Verse deck, but all their abilities synergize in a special way, or even stack, you know? So like if you put Miles and Peter, something different happens. That'd be a super cool ability. So, whew. All right, where are we at? Yep, did a minute here. Active rest. Now we're gonna go into our last minute activity. That's a minute of planks. All right, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna finish up here with a minute of planks. Now don't be deceived. Planks can look easy, but man, they wear you out. They're gonna eat away at your abs, okay? So, getting distracted by the game. So, to do them, I wanna go up just like you're doing a push-up, right? Kind of square your knees or your toes out a little bit more. And then you wanna kind of push back with your heels, forward with the crown of your head. The goal is just hold this for a minute. All right, here we go. Again, kind of like the squats, it's gonna feel easy for the first 15, 20 seconds, but then it's gonna start to get a little tougher. You feel it in your thighs, you feel it on your biceps, you feel it in your abs for sure, because you're trying to keep that back straight, right? You don't want to let your belly button go toward the ground. So you can feel those shakes starting to creep in as you're trying to just hold your body up. But planks, like push-ups, man, they're good for lower, upper, and core strength. I mean, the whole Megillah. So, all right, give it a rest here. Let's see where we're at. All right, about a minute. Not too shabby. Let's do our cool down stretches, and that'll be it for today. All right, so do our last kind of cool down minute here. I'm just gonna jog in place again. Do this about 30 seconds, and then we'll want to stretch, kind of round it out, right? Worked a lot of different muscles. We want to make sure that body kind of comes back down, right? That heart rate comes down naturally, and that your muscles aren't cramping up from all that lactic acid buildup, right? So, then about 30 seconds. Whew. All right, so did a little light jog there at the end. Now we're just gonna stretch. Make sure that we kind of just loosen up all those muscles that we're using today. Which really, I mean, pretty much our whole body, right? So kind of want to make sure that really stretching each of those joints real well, major joints, you know, shoulders, elbows, knees. Get all those real nice and loose. And as we're doing that, I'll say that I'm really excited about kind of what Snap has in store this year. You know, that end of the year update they sent out a few weeks ago, talking about player versus player. I know in my house, that's really anticipated, right? My wife, my older son, we all play, and man, we would love to play against one another, right? That would be super fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'd love to see, I bet this is planned, even though they didn't announce this, but I'd love to see like some crossovers with other Marvel events, right? Like Loki Season 2 comes out this year. What if Season 2 comes out, right? We got tons of stuff, Guardians 3, I mean, tons of big things coming out, and I would love it if there was in-game events that tied into that. That'd be super cool. The kind of wintertime Christmas event that they did a few weeks ago, that was really neat. I really like that, and like the signed Samuel L. Jackson card, that was super cool. But I'd love to see more stuff like that too. Like, I mean, even just seeing like Jeremy Renner, he just got hurt, right? And I mean, thoughts and prayers to you, brother. Like, from one Jeremy to another, heal quick, man. The world cannot be without a Hawkeye. So, but I would love to see some kind of in-game event where it's like, you know, playing for charity, everything you buy goes toward, you know, some kind of fund. I know he's a multi-millionaire, but you know, maybe it's helping other people that are in kind of wintertime accidents. I don't know, these are just, you know, ideas, but this kind of stuff, I feel like this game has all this potential for that, to kind of tap into that larger Marvel ethos. All right, guys, we did it. Perfect critical hit, 20 out of 20. You guys nailed it today. So, nothing else to say but high five, subscribe.